is Top Accurate Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. 3 Palestinians have been shot dead by the Israeli military in the northern occupied West Bank, the latest death in a surge of violence in the territory since early last year. In quote, 3 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli bullets in Nablus, the Palestinian Health Ministry said on Tuesday, adding the identities of those killed were still unknown. The Israeli army said 3 armed terrorists had opened fire on its soldiers from a vehicle in a Nablus neighborhood, and the troops fired back to neutralize them. Nablus is the territory's commercial capital and a major focus of the Israeli military's raids. Palestinian media described the killings as an ambush following the Palestinians' alleged attack on Israeli forces near a Jewish settlement overlooking Nablus. Palestine TV showed footage of a military vehicle blocking access to the area of the incident, including an ambulance, as soldiers appeared to conduct an inspection. The Israeli military said it confiscated 3 M16 rifles and other equipment from their car. A missing paddle boarder whose body was recovered from a lake in the Massachusetts resort community of Martha's Vineyard was the personal chef to former President Barack Obama, authorities said. Tafari Campbell, aged 45, was the subject of a 2-day search after a paddleboarder was seen to struggle and go under the water in Edgartown Great Pond near a home owned by the Obamas on Sunday night. He had been a sous chef at the White House and came to work for the family after Obama completed his second term in 2016. The former president and his wife, Michelle Obama, said in a statement on Monday. Divers began searching for Campbell on Sunday after receiving a call that a male paddleboarder had gone into the water and then appeared to struggle before going under. Police said he did not resurface. Campbell's body was recovered from Edgartown Great Pond on Monday, the Massachusetts State Police said. The chef leaves behind his wife, Cherise, and twin sons, the Obama said. China urged fishing boats to seek shelter and farmers to speed up their harvest, while Taiwan suspended annual military drills as Super Typhoon Doksuri spiraled closer to East Asia, potentially reaching deep into China. Doksuri will likely be the most powerful typhoon to land in China so far in the storm season this year. China narrowly escaped from Typhoon Mawar, one of the strongest tropical cyclones on record for the month of May, which was headed for China but later swung north towards Japan before dissipating, nearly 1,000 kilometers in diameter. Doksuri is expected to sweep past lightly populated islands off the northern tip of the Philippines by midweek, while fierce winds and heavy rain lash Taiwan to the north. Philippine authorities have already raised storm warning levels in the capital region and dozens of northern provinces and have begun evacuating some coastal communities in the path of the storm. Currently packing top wind speeds of 138 miles per hour, Doksuri will make landfall on the Chinese mainland somewhere between Fujian and Guangdong provinces on Friday, China's National Meteorological Center said on Tuesday. While Doksuri is expected to lose some power and land as either a typhoon or severe typhoon, it will still hammer densely populated Chinese cities with torrential rain and strong winds. Spain's Maritime Rescue Service on Tuesday said it had rescued a boat near the island of Gran Canaria carrying 84 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa, one of whom had died. The Canary Islands off the coast of West Africa have become the main destination for migrants trying to reach Spain, with a much smaller number also seeking to cross the Mediterranean Sea to the Spanish mainland. Summer is the busiest period for all attempted crossings. TV footage showed emergency services helping the migrants disembark, offering blankets and seating some of them in wheelchairs. One of the passengers had to be carried on a stretcher. 8 of the migrants, which were all male except one woman, were taken to a hospital. The boat was located 8.5 nautical miles from Gran Canaria Island, and the migrants were taken to Aguinaldo port at around 5 a.m. local time. The Atlantic migration route, one of the deadliest in the world, is typically used by migrants from sub-Saharan Africa attempting to reach Europe. Palestinians say a law passed by the Israeli parliament that limits some powers of the Supreme Court will make it easier for the Israeli government to pursue policies that serve its far-right agenda. The law is part of a wider effort from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his right-wing allies to overhaul the judiciary and prevent the Supreme Court from vetoing government decisions on the grounds of being, in quote, unreasonable. The law, in quote, weakens and eliminates any form of supervision that the Supreme Court has over the decisions of the government, Ahmed Tibi, a Palestinian member of the Knesset or Israeli parliament, told pressmen. This is especially the case when it comes to decisions that have to do with official appointments and other major decisions, Tibi said. Amjad Iraqi, senior editor of Plus 972 magazine, said this appointment determine who holds senior positions in the police, army, finance institutions, and more. Such appointments directly affect Palestinian citizens of Israel. For instance, in quote, how much money they get and how police departments pursue the vision of the far-right government, Iraqi told pressmen from Haifa. The passage of the law on Monday removes the potential for Palestinians to challenge these appointments, in quote, legally and administratively, he said, adding that governments can now implement their policies much quicker. That is the size of top accurate global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday!